All right, Momentum Monday. Happy Momentum Monday. Today is going to be kind of just a conversation about being in the moment, the benefits of being in the moment. Recently, I had a real good conversation with a good friend of mine from ORU, from the ORU days. We met up. He lives here in Texas. I was in town. We had a conversation and just sat and talked through some thoughts and some processes that ultimately, we kind of helped each other through just in conversation. Some concepts in our mind that we'd been thinking of and hadn't, I guess, gotten a resolution. We were able to help each other in the different things that we spoke about, just get clarity, get a bit more insight. But it came from just taking time to be in the moment. He had meetings, I had meetings, another meeting that I was going to get to. He had so we'd scheduled the time out. We were going to meet just from 10 to 11. But we just took that intentional time. We didn't worry about what was happening before, what was happening after. We were just there in the moment. And that just kind of put me on track for that whole day. That kind of set the tone. So even when I eventually met with my wife for lunch, we just had a real in-depth, good conversation. And then meeting with basically the rest of the meetings, the rest of the communications I had that day, even the personal interactions that day, were just being in the moment and intentional and very productive. So I know this is just a call to action that in this hustle bustle day and age, make sure you're doing what you can to find ways of being in the moment. And I know that was a struggle for me, especially in my younger years, and up until recently, there was always something else that was pulling at my mind, at my attention. And so I don't say it lightly, and I don't say it without recognizing that it can be a struggle or a challenge at times to be present in the moment. But the more we can be intentional about it, the more we can have it on our radar to try and do that, I think the more oftentimes it'll happen. And if there needs to be legitimate work done, if that stems, not being able to be present in a moment stems from needing to switch up the daily routine, if possible, if it comes from needing to heal to the point where you can be comfortable in a space in which you would normally try to get out of and run from. Sometimes there's a lot of good stuff just on the other side of having the ability to keep your foot in the ring when the conversation or the situation gets a little bit stressful, a little bit uncomfortable. Just being able to take deep breaths and be in that moment and see what's going on in that moment, be present. That can have benefits. So that's what this Momentum Monday is for today. Just a call to action to be conscious of being in the moment when we can, and seeing what that does for you. So, all right. Hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and be looking forward to chatting with you next week. Take care.